Hello, hello, hello. I am here today with the Waterstones book haul, and they've changed the colour. I'm liking this blue. It's usually red, but they've changed it, and I'm kind of happy about that. I don't know. So I got a total of just 4 books in Waterstones. I had a gift card to use, and yeah, let's show you. I guess first let's start off with the little freebies. They had loads of free items, so I just had a little flick through. They had like some samples of books, some like postcards, bookmarks, that sort of thing, advertising some new releases. So for the bookmarks, I got Talking at Night, but it's scratched out and says Reading at Night, and this is the book Talking at Night by Claire Daverley and Michael J. Books, potentially. The love story that will keep you awake at night. I hadn't heard of it, but I thought it looked really cool, like the overlooking the city sort of thing. Well, not overlooking the city, there's a lighthouse, but overlooking like a window view. And then there's The List by Yomi Adegoke, and it just had that emoji, and I was like, okay, I'm kind of intrigued, but I don't know anything about that. But Paula Hawkins has blurbed it, saying the perfect summer read, impossible to put down. Bernardine Evaristo has said the topical, heartfelt, provocative and wise, and Sarah Collins has said utterly compelling, immersive and addictive. And then I got these little postcard sort of things for this one, which looked absolutely stunning. I'll probably use these in like my reading journal. So we've got Beautiful Star by Yukio Mishima, and how beautiful is that? That's gorgeous. It says it's a tale of family, love, nuclear war and UFOs, and the Financial Times says it's awash with dark humour and scenes of intense beauty. And then I've been seeing this all over TikTok, especially a couple of my friends have read it, and it's Death of a Bookseller by Alice Slater. And I've yet to read it, but it looks really intriguing, especially with these bright colours. So I'd probably use this in my reading journal for when I get to it. I could do maybe like a spread for it. And it's got a load of text, and I think it's like an excerpt. Wow. Erin Kelly says, welcome to your new obsession. Now this book I've actually read. This is The Bone Music by David Almond. And I think I gave it like a 3 stars. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really remember it now, but it's a beautiful cover. It says, she felt like a ghost, she woke in the night. What was that music? What wild and weird things existed here? And it's a mesmerising new story, but it's like a 2021 release, so interesting that these are still like out, but they're cute, gorgeous to have. And then we've got like a bit of promotion for the book called The Jewel Box by Tim Blackburn, which is How Moths Illuminate Nature's Hidden Rules. And this little sampler is actually 6 ways to explore nature wherever you are, to promote the book. So it tells you a little bit about the Jewel Box, which says, it was inspired by the unexpected diversity of moths that my moth trap conjured out of the urban London night, but I started trapping to fill a void in my life. For a biophile living in an upstairs flat in the largest conurbation in the UK, with only a small roof terrace and outside space, and the demands of a job and young family, meant that I was sorely missing contact with the natural world. There's growing evidence of the benefits of connecting with nature for our mental and physical well-being, in addition to plants and animals generally making our cities more pleasant to inhabit. I needed that connection, as I need to breathe. Lacking in opportunities to get out into nature, the moth trap was a way to get nature to come to me. But a moth trap is not the only way we can connect with the world around us. Here are half a dozen more that you can try, whether you live in the countryside or the concrete jungle. Oh, I like that idea. And then I have a sample of Catherine Rundle's new one called Impossible Creatures, which looks like so, and this comes out a day after my birthday, 14th of September 2023. And on the back it just says, it was a very fine day until something tried to eat them. As magical as Narnia, as epic as his dark materials, discover a world beyond your wildest imagination. There's a place where all the wildest stories begin. Oh, so it looks like it's a fun middle grade read. He read The Explorer by this author, which I have a book review on, and she has also written Rooftoppers by Wolf Wilder, The Explorer, The Good Thieves, Impossible Creatures, which is this new release, and for younger readers, One Christmas Wish and The Zebra's Great Escape. And then for older readers, Why You Should Read Children's Books Even Though You Are So Old and Wise, Super Infinite, The Transformations of John Donne, and The Golden Mole and Other Living Treasures. and edited by Catherine Rundle, The Book of Hopes. So quite a big backlist. I didn't realise that she had so many works out. Okay, I'll have to try this sampler and see if it's up my street. And then I got this really cute little like activity sheet. I don't know why I picked it up, to be honest, but I have been wanting to check out this book. It's called The City of Stolen Magic by Nazeen Ahmed Patak, and it looks like that. So on this it's got a word search, journey across the ocean, like a number game, writing game, colouring in the main character, and a little bit about the book. But first of all, I love this activity sheet for children, especially now being the summer holidays. I think it's such a fun way of getting them engaged in like new releases that are coming out soon. So, India 1855, the British rule, and all across the country Indian magic is being stamped out. More terrifying still, people born with magic are being snatched from their homes. Rumour is that they are being taken across the sea to England by the all-powerful sinister company. When Chompa's home is attacked and her mother viciously kidnapped, Chompa, born with powerful and dangerous magic that she has always been forbidden for using, must travel to the smoky, bustling streets of East London in search of her. But Chompa will discover far more treachery in London than she had bargained for, and will learn that every act of her rare magic comes with a price. City of Stolen Magic is a spellbinding, epic and heart-racing magical adventure, perfect for the fans of The Girl Who Stole an Elephant and Nura and the Immortal Palace. I think it was also their book of the month as well. I saw some tables like dedicated to it. Let's get into the books. So the first thing that I was drawn to is this gorgeous new edition, the first book in the Witcher series, and this is The Last Wish, and it's the illustrated edition. And I was just like blown away. It's heavy as well, like it feels quality, and it says not everything monstrous looking is evil, not everything fair is good, and in every fairy tale there is a grain of truth. And I have been wanting to read this series for so long. I was going to get like this big box set that was quite like cheap in, I think it was either the Works or Books to Doors or something, but then I saw, like, I just held off for some reason. I've got The Last Witch, but it's like a generic, I think it's the TV show cover, but this one appealed to me more, and I'm glad I held off because now I've got a cover that I really adore. The start of a series that I think I'm going to really enjoy. I'm currently watching the newest series at the moment, so yeah, it has some of the artwork on the front pages. I'm not going to go into this one because I feel like everyone knows about Geralt and The Witcher in general, so I'll leave that, but just to show you some of the beauty of this book. Try and get, I think it's got 7 illustrations. Yeah, 7 illustrations by 7 different artists. Oh, and here's one of them. How gorgeous. I don't know if there's anything underneath. Oh, I'm so glad I looked under there. There's something underneath. So it says, people like to invent monsters and monstrosities, then they seem less monstrous themselves. Beautiful. I love that it's got a quote on there from the book. I also picked up a copy of The Kaiju Preservation Society by John Scalzi, and this is one I've been intrigued about since it came out. I thought it was a really cool concept. It's very Jurassic Park kind of vibes thematically, I think. They're big, they're bad, but they're about to be extinct. Jamie's dream was to hit the big time at tech startup. Jamie's reality is a humiliating layoff, then a low-wage job delivering takeout. Things look beyond grim until a chance delivery to an old acquaintance. Tom has a vacancy on his team. The pay is great and Jamie has debts. It's an easy choice to make. But Tom's animal rights organisation is way more than it seems. In an alternate dimension, massive dinosaur-like creatures roam a tropical world, but they need support to survive, and the Kaiju Preservation Society wants to help. However, others want to profit. Unless they're stopped, the walls between worlds could fall and millions could die. It sounds like an epic kind of, not dystopian, like sci-fi, but contemporary, and I'm really intrigued to see where this goes and like where it takes us. I also saw this and got a bit excited because I really enjoyed Beowulf, and this is the main villain from that world. And this is Grendel by John Gardner, and it's one of the gorgeous Fantasy Masterworks editions by Golance, and look at that. Gorgeous. Fabulous. So, introduction by Adam Roberts. So it's got an introduction by Adam Roberts in this edition. Grendel is drawn up from the caves under the mere, where he lives with his bloated, inarticulate hag of a mother, is to lay waste Hrothgar's mead hall and heap destruction on the humans he finds here. What else can he do? For he is not like the men who busy themselves with God and love and beauty. He sees the infuriating human rage for order and recognises the meaningless of his own existence. Oh, I'm really interested in like a villain origin story, so that sounds like it could be quite fun. Before we get to the last book, I thought I'd show you this really cute bookmark that I bought. How stunning is that? This is Bookminder's Tumbling Books 4 brass page markers, and it looks really adorable. When I'm looking at it now, I kind of thought the tumbling books was attached to this green thing and that was the bookmark, but it's kind of even better. Like it's literally like little page markers. Oh, I'll have to show you. They're falling off the shelf. That's so cute. It says every bookminder tells a different story. 4 individual decorative brass book markers to keep your important pages safe off the shelf. How cute is that? Oh, so it looks literally like this. So they're all like tucked in, and you take them off and just slide them onto the page you want to, or the line of the page that you want to keep track of. Obviously I can't do that very well backwards, can I? Yay! Oh, so cute. I'm looking forward to using these. So now I've got 4 instead of the big one that I thought I had. Happy days. And lastly, I saw this book, and not expecting it to be so thick when I picked it up off the shelf on the top as well. So luckily I had a good grip, otherwise that could have tumbled down upon my face. But this is Mariana Enriquez's Our Share of Night, and it was so surprising because I've only ever read The Danger of Smoking in Bed, which is a short story collection and much smaller than this. So this just kind of threw me right off. Seeing the size and recognising the author's name, I was like, whoa, okay. I think from what's been translated so far, at least, the only things I'm aware of are short story collections. So yeah, it definitely threw me through a loop. But anyway, this one is a kind of horror speculative fiction, I believe. His father could find what was lost. His father knew when someone was going to die. His father talked to him about the dead who rode in the wind. The dead travels fast. Gaspar is 6 years old when the order first come from him. For years they have exploited his father's ability to commune with the dead and the demonic, presiding over macabre rituals where the unwanted and the disappeared are tortured and executed, sacrificed to the darkness. Now they want a successor and their sights are trained on Gaspar. Ooh, I'm wondering how like old they jump to him being, because if he's quite young, that could be really fucking scary to take that responsibility, even like regardless, but as a child knowing that his father had the same responsibility, that must be terrifying. But yeah, this looks so cool. I love the cover. It almost sounds kind of fantasy as well, so I'll be interested to see where this goes. And this one is translated by Megan McDowell. Oh, it's actually listed as fiction horror, so horror. So those are the books and bookmarks and little freebies that I got in Waterstones today. Let me know if you've got any of these books or you've recently read them and your thoughts on the matter. But for now, I shall catch you in another video soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!